Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel and today is the 4th, I believe. So this is Saturday. I'm hoping to get this video up tonight, but if for some reason it takes a while to upload, it may be going up Sunday. I know I'm trying to do a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday cycle, but today got a little out of my control. Anyway, on to the subject of what today's video is. So I thought long and hard about this and I had several requests in my giveaway video. If you guys have not viewed that, that goes until the 7th. So please, please, please follow the link above or down below to enter in that. It's very simple. But yeah, if you just go to that video, it has all the explanation of how you enter and I show off all the goodies that you get in that giveaway. Which I don't know where the giveaway box is. It's somewhere in this room. Anywho, today's video is going to be the countdown of my subscription boxes that I tried in 2019. This is all of them, whether they exist, whether I'm still getting them, and the order of my favorite to least favorite. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually go from my least favorite to my most favorite. There are 18 boxes in total I tried. And I did subdivide them down to like the different styles. So if it was like regular ipsy versus ipsy plus, I did subdivide those out. So I'm gonna go over each of those boxes, kind of give you my plus and minuses of them. And then I'm also gonna go over kind of whether I'm gonna keep them in the new year or get rid of them. And then at the end, I'm gonna kind of go over some changes on some of the subscription boxes that I've already done or that I'm about to do to give you guys an idea, because I want to kind of change up some of my boxes. And then finally, if you guys can leave me in a comment below if there's a certain subscription box you're interested in seeing. I'll also try to put a poll up right here with some options of things that I'm interested in to see what people are interested in. Obviously, ultimately, it'll be whatever I am the most interested in. Since it is my money buying this, I don't get PR. You know, I have been offered it, but really I have not been offered PR from a company that I am super interested in. So yeah, you're not gonna see me randomly showing stuff that I'm not interested in. Just my personal thing. Okay, so that subject coming in like 2 seconds, but real quick for those that are new to my channel, my name is Rachel. I do subscription unboxings, I do beauty, I do lifestyle, I do some random videos sometimes. And recently I started trying to do a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday upload cycle, so stay tuned to that. Usually it's mid-afternoon to evening that those videos come up. So if you're interested, please, please, please subscribe and you know, hit the notification bell so you can be apprised of my videos. I am toying with the idea of a live stream coming up. More news on that later. Okay, let's dive into it. So my least favorite box is the SOS box, and when I do have a box to show you guys, I'll hold it up. But I don't have this. This subscription I got rid of after January of 2019. I had had it for maybe 6 months. This subscription does not exist anymore. It was kind of a little sketchy, kind of. The company started doing weird stuff, and it wasn't that all their products they sent were horrible. Like I got some things out of it that I actually still use and like. For example, this highlighter I use a lot, this Mirabella highlighter. And you know, some decent stuff that they did send, but a lot of brands that are just not high quality or just, you know, like less expensive, which I don't have a problem with, but consistently those, and a lot of like weird name brands that people didn't know of, and then ones that are kind of the quality can be iffy, like Crown and stuff. So it wasn't very expensive. I think it was like $17 when everything was sent in them, but they started doing shady stuff with different YouTubers and influencers where they would use their videos and materials without permission, and that caused a big stink and uproar. And then they created a second company like Sugar Babes or something that I noticed, which basically was the same company with the same products, but less of them. And that company, something happened. Anyway, they ghosted everybody a couple of months ago and they no longer exist on social media. I'm sure they had enough complaints lodged against them. So that is my number 18. And I hesitate. I should take down those videos just because the company was so shady, but since they don't exist anymore, I'm going to leave them up. I will try to, down below, put in like the links to my compilation. I have, what are they called? Like series videos where I have all these different unboxings for the ones that I'm going to mention down below. So if you want to go like, oh, I want to go look at that box, I'll have the links down below. All right, so my number 17, I have a list here just to keep my thoughts organized here. Number 17 is Sephora Play, and I don't have one here to show you guys. You guys know, and I'll post the video up above in my videos or boxes that I was done with, like for one reason or another, repeats, everything else. Sephora Play was high on the list, and I actually did cancel it about 2 days ago. Like I actually went into the account and canceled it. I have a lot of issues with Sephora right now. I have a Sephora haul coming in, and when I unbox that and show you guys, I'll go over my issues with what's going on with Sephora in general. But Sephora Play, I had issues with because it was a lot of repeat items, like over and over again, the same stuff. I didn't expect huge samples. Like it really is just sample size. It was a $10 subscription. It was super cheap. However, I did get really tired of repeats after repeats after repeats. They didn't really take your profile into huge consideration. It just kind of got old. And so after doing it for like a year and a half, I cut the cord and I'm done with it. Partially because I'm done with the box and partially because I'm done with Sephora. And like I said, that video will come as soon as I get my haul from Sephora. All right, next box. So that was number 17. Number 16 went from being one of my more favorites to one of my less favorites. And it just is, again, the same thing. So it was the Target box. I have been keeping an eye on them so that if they improve, I may feature them back on. I used to love the Target box. It used to be my absolute favorite box. It's $7. They'd come out monthly. They'd sell out super quickly. And then somewhere around the summertime, I felt like they were just really hair care heavy and like the same stuff over and over again. Like they stopped putting in interesting things and they started putting in like foil packets and things like that just kind of, I don't know, it diminished it. The last couple have actually looked a little bit better, and if I wasn't on product overload, I actually would seriously consider start getting them again. But that's why it's lower on my list. It doesn't mean that it won't ever come back. It just means that right now haven't been really that impressed with them. All right, number 15 is the Glossybox. You guys know my love-hate relationship with the Glossybox. I actually have the December Glossybox, which has a broken item in it, and I'm waiting for them to send me the fixed item, and then I will unbox that. Unfortunately, in that whole process, I completely forgot to cancel the box before it renewed, and I have it on a 3-month auto renew, so I am canceling the box. I just want to make sure they put the replacement item in the mail before I cancel it, because I've heard rumors that if you cancel, they kind of just forget to do that. And then I will hit cancel. But you guys will see that for about 3 more months on my subscription channel or subscription unboxing. The one coming in January doesn't look too bad. So my problem with Glossybox is it was about, I get it for roughly about I think I get it for like 19 bucks, but it's about a $21, $22 a month subscription, depending on how you, like what type of subscription you get, 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever. And, at first I really loved them. I got some unique stuff, but then it started getting a lot of repeats, and then they, occasionally would throw in a nice big item, and then they would throw in all these like smaller stuff. When they started sending like the full-size hair masks in foil packets, granted you could get like 3 or 4 uses out of it, I just started getting done with that box because those are messy and annoying to use. The overall price of the box seems to have gone down. The quality of the packing, the last 2 boxes I've gotten, they have not wrapped up any of the pallets in there, and they've shattered at least 2 of them. Very haphazardly done. I don't know what's going on with them. Customer service still seems semi-responsive, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, and I'll let you guys know if they fix that problem. But in general, I've just not been impressed with that box, and it's going. Okay, number 14 is Ipsy Ultimate. I am going to go ahead and get it next month. I will probably put it on suspension after that. So somewhere around, I believe it was October or November, Ipsy got bought out and by a new company and did all these upgrades. And really, unfortunately, they raised prices on some of their products and introduced this new box called Ipsy Ultimate, which I'm not sure anyone was really wanting or needing. And it's a monthly box where it was $50 a month, and you get, I think it's 7 or 8 full-size products plus a couple sample size. Why they felt the need to do sample size instead of just really focusing on good quality full size, I don't know, but it's been kind of hit or miss, mostly miss. They've gotten a little bit better, but for $50 I do expect a lot more, especially when you have other boxes like causebox and fabfitfun that get you a lot better quality for that price range. So for that reason, that is lower on my list. It feels more like a cash grab than a well thought out box. I have glitter on my face and it keeps bothering me here. Number 13. 13 is the fabfitfun style box. I actually did reorder one of these coming up, so I'll do box number 3 and show you guys. It's not that it's a bad box. Not at all. It's just that I like some of these other boxes better. So this was a new style service that came out about a year or so ago. I got it when it was still in the beta testing, and the first box was not very good. The second box was actually pretty good. And I put it on kind of hold because I have other clothing subscription box services that I like better. And it's with all the subscription boxes for clothing that have come out, with all the upgrades that they have had, and I'll talk about, for example, Stitch Fix and stuff. They're just a little behind the times on it. They only give you a 3-day window to check out. Up until recently, you had to email your stylist to be able to get a box. The style survey was a little bit clunky, although that has recently improved when I went back in there. So just like logistically, it's a little bit harder to use. It felt like where Stitch Fix was like when it started 5 years ago, and I get it, the box just started. But because of that, and because, you know, I wasn't loving everything they got me, they weren't bad, it went down lower on my list. All right, box number 12. This is the Box of Style by Rachel Zoe. I have a love-hate relationship with this box. It is a very expensive box. It's about $100 a quarter. I took a hiatus from it pretty much from fall up until recently, and then they had a really good deal for the Christmas one, and I liked everything in it, so I resubbed for an extremely cheap price. I think the products in this are well thought out. I think they're beautiful. I have found some wonderful finds, like my Kate Somerville Glow Lotion. Love that stuff. However, that being said, they sometimes overinflate the price. It's $100 a thing. And my box last year at winter time was kind of one of the things that pushed me over a little bit of not wanting to get it for a while, is that I had, it was the Luna Oil by Sunday Riley, and it had leaked all over everything, you know, expensive watches and all the stuff in there. And then my ring had broken. Like it was this like ring that they said was going to be super expensive, and it literally snapped in half as soon as I put it on. Customer service was actually really good. There has been some stories about the customer service being difficult, them being difficult about you canceling, all that stuff. I never had any issues with that. It was more of a quality packing issue for the price. I just expected a bit more. So, all right. Next box, surprisingly guys, is number 11, is the Look Fantastic. And I actually have given up this box. So the last box will be my January box for a while. And why is that? I don't know. It's a good box. I like it. Let me show you what the outside of the box looks like. This is one of their boxes. They have these beautiful boxes, and they always have a UKL in it. It's a UK box, and I think when everything's said and done, it's about $17, $18 shipped. Beautiful box. The size of the products are not huge. It's on par with Glossybox. But considering that it's shipping from Europe and that you get an Elle magazine with it, I think the deal's better. And it's coming, you know, it's coming from Europe. And I get lots of unique and different things that I don't get to try anywhere else. But when push comes to shove, what I'm finding is that a lot of the products are sitting in my drawer and I'm not really using them. Like I'm getting hand creams and things that I'm just not as interested in. And so because of that, I decided to put it on hold for a little bit and cancel it, because I just wasn't using a lot of the stuff from the box, even though I thought it was a neat box and a neat concept. And I really enjoyed getting a box from abroad. So maybe I'll revisit it later, but in the coming year, that box is going. All right, the Allure box. This is a box, and unfortunately I don't have one here, that I trashed. And I kind of feel bad because the last box was freaking amazing. The December box was, like, I eat my words. So for a long time I was feeling kind of like, when I first got Allure, it was January, February of last year. Amazing box. They had some amazing things in it. They sent some Natasha Denona singles. They sent like a little Juvia's Place palette, like really nice stuff for being a box that is about $15. They changed a few things. They had these little plastic bags that a lot of people hated. I didn't mind it. They changed that. And then there were a couple months where it just felt like it was really a dud, weird products, things that just seemed off. Like, I don't know, like their best of Allure box that they sent a couple months ago was really disappointing. And so I was getting tired of it because I felt like I'd gotten a lot of this stuff in other boxes. I just wasn't as impressed. And then they knocked it out of the park in December and sent a full-size Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and a full-size liquid lip and all this stuff. And so I'm keeping it, and I'm gonna keep going with it because, you know, you never know. All right, number 9. So we're getting into the top 10. Allure was 10. Let's do number 9. Number 9 is the box by Fashionista. I actually really like this box. I know some people don't like this box. I am quite intrigued by this box. I'm liking the variety of stuff. So this was the last box I got, which was my December box. And it is currently around $20, $21. They're going to go up to $25 for new people. And then sometime later down the road, everybody else will go up to $25. For right now, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a great value for the price that I'm getting it for $25. I'm not unhappy, but I was super impressed with the products that I got this month, like this palette, the Cosmetics, as some people pointed out, and I failed to miss. They've got a lot of Teamy products, just some interesting indie brands and things, and I'm really appreciating the variety and indie products, but it's not like cheap indie products that make me feel like they just bought some private label makeup and you know, cheaped out. Like, I'm feeling like this is a nice variety of products. So I've been very happy with that. I'm going to keep going with that for a while. I like the variety of it. Okay, number 8 is regular old school ipsy. Yes, the cheap ipsy that was $10. It's now $12. And I just love it. Like, I find that yes, it's sample size products, but I get some really good sample size products. Let me see if I have any in here to show you guys. For example, one of my most favorite blushes is this Space Case blush. As you can see, I've hit pan on it. This was in there. Yeah, this is a sample size, but this is a decently large sample size. Like, it's, you know, taking me forever. I've gotten full-size blushes. I've gotten full-size highlighters on it. I've gotten, you know, liquid lips and other stuff in here. I'm trying to see if I have some other stuff in here that, you know, like this. So I just like it. I feel like I've gotten some great brushes. Like, I use so much out of this, and I just enjoy it. For the price, I think it's a great one. If you can't afford any other subscription box, or if you're on a budget and you want something makeup, this hands down is probably one of the best for the price, you know, in my personal opinion. All right, number 7, Try Beauty, and I don't have one to put that in here. This is quarterly. It is, I believe, it's either $25 or $30. It's somewhere right in that price range. And I do actually really enjoy this one. I enjoy that it's not every month. I feel like they have a little bit more time to think and collaborate. They've done a couple small YouTuber collaborations. Both of them have been great. I've gotten a lot of products out of it that I actually really use and like, and you know, they kind of introduced me more to like The Balm and a couple other companies that I wasn't as familiar with, but that are high quality, good companies. So I've enjoyed them. I know some people don't love this box. I just generally have enjoyed the stuff coming out of it, and I feel like most of it is worth the money that I'm paying for it. So that's a good box, and it's not as frequent, so I do like that. All right, number 6 is regular old school boxycharm. Yes, the very, very original one. It was $21 a month. It's now $25 a month. It's just a high quality box. Like, you get really good stuff in it. Some months are a miss, but generally I get good stuff out of it, like high quality good stuff, things that I am using on and off all the time, like this Pretty Vulgar highlighter. Let's see some other stuff here. I just have, I can't even, like the, well, this came in a different one, like my Moda brush. There's just a lot of stuff here I don't have right in front of me, but I really, really enjoyed it. I've gotten a lot of good things out of it. And, you know, it is like the original subscription box. Like, I feel like if you are a makeup lover and you can afford it, this is a good box for you. Okay, number 5 is Boxyluxe. That is the one that every 3 months you upgrade with an additional onto your regular boxycharm. And so you have to have regular boxycharm and then you upgrade to Boxyluxe every 3 months. And I have gotten some fabulous things in Boxyluxe. I like that it's a little bit more lifestyle. As much as I love makeup, I enjoy the lifestyle aspect, but I've gotten great makeup items like this Storybook Cosmetics Briar Rose palette. I've been using that a lot. Beautiful, beautiful. I got the CEO Sunday Riley cream. I mean, high quality, good stuff. I think I got this cosmetics roller. Let me show you guys here. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous, some of the stuff I've gotten. So I've used a lot out of that box. It is expensive, but I think for $50 you get your money's worth. I really enjoy it. I feel like it started off a little rocky, but the curation has gotten a lot better. All right, number 4, Ipsy Plus. This may be a little controversial, but I love Ipsy Plus. Even with the changes in the owners, I think it's gotten a little less good, but it's still good. I still actually kind of like it a little bit better than Boxycharm. I know that may be sacrilege to some people, but I like the mix of skincare and beauty. I have found some great stuff in it. I got, I think it was my, let me find it here, like the Rush palette. I've gotten some Huda Beauty palettes. I've gotten some really nice skincare. Let me see if I have any. I don't have it in here right now, but really, really good quality stuff. So I personally really like this box. It's $25 a month. They didn't change it a lot when the company changed over, so that's good. It used to be a little better, but I still like it. So I'm gonna still go with that one. All right, number 3. So we're getting into the top 3 here. Number 3, my third favorite, and I think you guys are going to be surprised by my 1, 2, and 3, but number 3 is causebox. This is my latest causebox. Winter. I just did the unboxing for it. It was my last video. If you guys haven't had a chance, take a look. I'll post above. Loved that box. It was not my most favorite out of all of them, but I definitely love causebox. I just love that it is a company that focuses on artists and crafts, on empowering people, on sustainability. Like, it's just different and it's very thoughtful. The curation is very mindful. The styling is not always mine. The jewelry doesn't always fit my taste. So that's why it's 3 and not 2 or 1, but it is a great box. It is just shy or around $50 a month or a quarter. I do the year-long subscription, so you get to customize a little bit more and you get it discounted a little bit. So I have been enjoying that box greatly. Okay, drum roll for the number 2 and then number 1. This is gonna kind of shock people, but number 2 is FabFitFun. Yes, I know, it's not my number 1. I love FabFitFun, don't get me wrong. Great, great, great box. This was the winter box. I spend an exorbitant amount of money at FabFitFun. I am totally unsponsored by them. I really, really enjoy their stuff, but their boxes can be hit or miss. So the one for winter was absolutely wonderful if you got to customize it yourself. That unhide blanket, favorite thing I've gotten in a long time. Love that blanket. But I've had stuff out of there that's kind of like, or the quality isn't always the greatest, but it's a good box and it's worth every penny. And I love the perks that go with the membership, like the forums. I haven't used much of the TV, but I'm planning in the new year to start using some of the exercise videos and recipes in there. And then, you know, obviously the sales. I use the sales a lot. I get a lot of stuff from the sales. So that is a very, very good box. I really recommend, if you need a lifestyle box, this is probably the one to try out. Like, it's just, hands down, it's probably my favorite. Now, they do have some issues. They're not perfect, but they really are one of my favorite. Okay, last one here, and I actually, after this video is over, I'm going to tape up a video for this for later, is my Stitch Fix box. I can show you guys. It just looks like a big old box here. Just so you can't show my address. Anyway, Stitch Fix. It's my number one. I know this is probably surprising to a lot of people. I don't do as many Stitch Fix unboxings on my channel. And it's not for lack of not getting the box or not loving it or any of that stuff. A lot of times it's logistics. Like, I get this box every month. I have it on about every 3 to 4 week cycle. I have had the same stylist for a long, long time. This was my original subscription box. I had this box when my daughter was born. I could not find anything to fit. I lived in a different state from anybody I knew. I had very limited childcare, and like, my body had changed immensely and I didn't know what to do. And so this box was wonderful because I started getting someone that learned what my body style was and sent me different clothing. And over the period of, now my daughter is 6, over 6 years, yes, I've been doing this for 6 years, I have found several stylists, but currently my current stylist has been with me for quite a long time, really nails down my style, really has my body type down, and sends me high quality stuff. And then I've really enjoyed the way they've gone with some of their stuff forward. So things like allowing you to go back and see what you had past gotten, and if it's available, to reorder it. So I've been able to reorder jeans, having everyday products like your underwear and your bras that you can add on, and socks. That I've really enjoyed. Allowing me to keep extending the window to try things on. That's huge. Like, the app for this is fantastic. So that is why this wins my number one video here. My camera looks like it is going to die. All right, guys, I am back. I'm probably gonna edit some of this. All right, sorry, this is probably not actually going up till Sunday now that I think about it, because it's 10 o'clock on Saturday and I just don't see how this is gonna get up in a reasonable amount of time. But anyway, let's just go over a few things. Obviously, we went over all the boxes here. Let's go over some changes of what's gonna happen in the new year, now that we're into 2020, about my boxes. Let me find my little paper here. So boxes that I will be keeping or not keeping going forward. Obviously, I'm still going to be doing FabFitFun unless something changes dramatically. I'm still going to be doing causebox. You'll see a few more Glossyboxes before they go away. Look Fantastic is going to be done after January, as is a Sephora Play. Those are gone, but I'm going to go ahead and keep Allure, and I'll go ahead and keep ipsy, regular ipsy, and I went ahead and signed up. So in February I will start getting Macy's beauty box, because I figured that would be a nice inexpensive subscription to try out. We're gonna put Ipsy Ultimate on timeout, and I am currently on the wait list for Boxy Premium just to see what I think about it. Yeah, and we'll keep doing Stitch Fix, and I'm going to do a couple more FabFitFun style boxes. Now, I am toying with the idea of trying maybe like a trunk club. There's a box called California Found. The other boxes that I would be toying with, obviously, are like a subscription cooking box, if you guys would be interested in that. You know, I've always wanted to try one of those. There's also some boxes that look interesting, although in theory they look interesting, but I don't know if I'd get around to using them. Would be like the craft crates, basically, where like you do a project. I've kind of been hesitant because I have so many projects I get behind, so I feel like I would order that and it would go to waste. Trying to think other boxes that I've been looking at. I've been scouring them. Those are kind of the big ones. So if there's a box that interests you, let me know. I'll take a look into it and see if it's something that interests me, and then, you know, bring it back to the channel. Obviously, not all my content is unboxings, but it's a big chunk of it. Other times it's going to be beauty reviews. We're going to continue on with a series of ingredients that is coming forward. I just didn't have time to research for this video, so that'll be later this week. I will come up with a new ingredient video. And then, you know, I've got some other ideas. Everybody that entered my giveaway is supposed to give me an idea for a video. That's been extremely helpful. It kind of helps me gauge what people are interested in. So some of those ideas will be coming forward in future videos. So thank you guys for those ideas. I think that's it. Okay, well, that's it for now. Bye, guys. Thanks.